Hi, my name is Brooke Kelser and I'm the worship intern here at the OU Wesley. The Wesley has been a place for me to find my home away from home, to build community. I found some of my best friends through the Wesley, and for me to really grow in my faith and find who I am. How I found the Wesley was through a friend who I grew up going to youth group with this friend, and he was like 2 years older than me, I believe. And when he heard that I was going to be a freshman, he immediately invited me to the Wesley, so I came and I just absolutely loved it, and I decided to stay. One of the biggest reasons why I just decided to stay at the Wesley was because of all of the different ways that they offer you to be able to use the gifts that God has given you. I remember going into my first worship service, and I remember being super anxious and super nervous. I was a little freshman, and immediately I was welcomed when I walked through the door. I was recognized, I felt important. And then as the service goes on, I remember during the announcement slides, they announced that they really need band members. And the being in the band was one thing that I did in high school that I really, really wanted to do when I came to campus. I just didn't know where or how. I immediately was welcomed into the band and found some of my best friends through that. I have been able to use a variety of my passions and gifts through the opportunities that the Wesley has given me. Other than being in the band, something I've been really passionate about is going on mission trips. That's something I've done since I was growing up in my youth group. I went every spring break on the mission trip. So I got the opportunity to go on the Guatemala mission trip that we went on last spring break. It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. We went and we built a water well for a community in Guatemala where they were not having access to clean water that they could drink and use. This was so special because it was a really unique point of view of the wonderful ways that God is working, even in a different country. One of my biggest God moments from this trip was when the clean water came out of the pipe that we had just drilled through, and all of the kids were jumping for joy and dancing in the clean water, and they were just so appreciative of something that's so little in our minds, which is just clean water. And it was just a really great reminder that the Lord provides us with what we need, and that through the beautiful world, He created the clean water that was provided. So a few of the other things that I love to do with the Wesley is leading small groups and having conversations with others one-on-one or in group settings about our faith and how we've grown and the questions that we have. So I thankfully was given the opportunity to lead a summer Bible study over this past summer, and it was a really cool experience because the campus and the Wesley, it can be a little quiet over the summer and it can become a little lonely, but for the ones that stayed who have summer classes or they just stay in Norman throughout the summer, it gave a great outlet for us to continue focusing on our faith and continuing to stay connected with one another. The Wesley has helped me find my calling to ministry through all the different ways that I've been able to grow in my faith throughout this time. I'm so grateful to the Wesley and everything that it has given me, and I'm so grateful that it has provided me a way to find myself and for me to grow deeper in my faith.